Hello, ladies and gentlemen. In this occasion, we are going to talk about writing a literature review. Are you ready to listen? Okay, here we go. What is a literature review? The ability to review and to report on relevant literature is a key academic skill. A literature review situates your research focus within the context of the wider academic community in your field. In addition, a literature review reports your critical review of the relevant literature, and a literature review identifies a gap within that literature that your research will attempt to address. To some extent, particularly with undergraduate research or postgraduate research, the literature review can become a project in itself. It is an important showcase of your talents of understanding, interpretation, analysis, clarity of thought, synthesis, and development of argument. The process of conducting and reporting your literature review can help you clarify your own thought about your study. It can also establish a framework within which to present and analyze the findings. After reading your literature review, it should be clear to the reader that you have to update the awareness of the relevant work of others and that the research question you are asking is relevant. However, don't promise too much. Be wary of saying that your research will solve a problem or that it will change practice. It would be safer and probably more realistic to say that your research will address a gap rather than it will fill a gap. Okay. Now, why do you need a literature review? When readers come to you as an assignment, let's say undergraduate thesis, they will not just assume that your research or analysis is a good idea. They will want to be persuaded that it is relevant and that it was worth doing. They will ask questions such as, what research questions are you asking? Why are you asking them? Has anyone else done anything similar? Is your research relevant to research or practice or theory in your field? What is that? Is already known or understood about this topic? How might your research add to this understanding or challenge existing theories and beliefs? You should be able to answer this question. These are questions that you will already probably be asking yourself. You will also need to be ready to answer them in a viva or, let's say, in your proposal seminar. Now, what are the stages in a reviewing of literature? There are 3 stages at which a review of the literature is needed. First, an early review is needed to establish the context and rationale for your study and to confirm your choice of research focus or question. Second stage is the study period gets longer. You need to make sure that you keep in touch with current relevant research in your field, which is published during the period of your research. And the third stage is as you prepare your final report or say, let's say undergraduate thesis, you need to relate your findings to the finding of others and to identify their implications for theory, practice, and research. This can involve further review with perhaps a slightly different focus from that of your initial review. Now we come to a topic about reviewing your review. Once you have a first draft of your literature review, it is possible for you to assess how well you have achieved your aims. One way of doing this is to examine each paragraph in turn and to write in the margin a very brief summary of the content and the type of the content. Example, argument for, argument against, description, example, theory, and link. These summaries then provide the outline of the story you are telling and the way that you are telling it. Both of these are important and need to be critically reviewed. Useful questions at this stage include: first, what is the balance between description and your comment? Two, have you missed out any important dimension of the argument or literature? Number three, you supported the development of each step in your have you supported the development of each step in your argument effectively? Four, is the material presented in the most effective order? Five, are there places where the reader is left with unanswered questions? Five, is every element of your research question supported by the preceding material? Six, have you explained to the reader the relevance of each piece of evidence? Eight, is there any material that is interesting but which does not contribute to the development of the argument? Nine, have you explained adequately the justification for this research approach or this research topic or this research questions? 10, are your reference up to date? And 11, how effective is your linking of all of the elements? So beware of becoming too attached to your writing. You need to be ready to cross out whole paragraphs or even whole sections if they do not pass the above test. If you find that what you have written is not in the best order, then reshaping it is not a huge problem. It may be mainly a case of cutting and passing material into a different order with some additional explanation and linking. If this produces a more relevant and streamlined argument, it is well worth the effort. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's our short talk about reviewing literature. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for listening. See you soon in the next related video.